What up, guys? Oh, give me 1 second. Just getting things set up real quick. Hey, Desert, Josh, Seuss. Alright, I think everything's set up. Alright, cool. I got volume. Whoa. Oh. Been doing good, Seuss. Dallas, what's up, brother? I mean, gotta use the glass at some point, you know? And heck, it's already 4 in the afternoon. That one. I think it's this one. Oh. That's weird. I could have sworn this one came with one. How's everybody been doing? Nice. Yeah, same company. This is the 308 version for Clinton Morgan, Magnum Morgan. It's not bad. In hindsight, 2020, it's tea, but it looks good. So, what's everybody up to? Relaxing at home, finishing up work. Nobody likes you, Alexa. Be quiet. But you're still better than Google. Yes, sir. Got that red diamond tea. Dude, I'm not looking forward to going back to work. I've been off for shit. Today's Wednesday already. Today be day 5. 2 more days. Well, technically 3 more days, and then I go back to work. I've only been off for 4 technically, because my shift won't start for another hour and a half. I'm a D-Boss hat, gray and blue. Colors on it look great. Thinking about taking some of these locks and doing like a little Christmas theme around the board, the wall. If I can find some lights for it. Found a couple extra ones in the cases for my handguns, which is behind me where you can't see anyway. But that little guy right there, that's a 300 blackout with a 3x prism, which I haven't finished because I'm waiting on the lower parts kit, which I ordered, but they were out of stock. So I'm waiting to see what they're going to do. Because I think I lost a little spring for the buffer tube detent. So, you know, once it comes out, it's gone. I think I tried sweeping the floor with a magnet and couldn't find it. But they're cheap. I'm really gonna plan on getting a little one of those little cubbyhole rack systems and put like all the little lower parts pieces in there. That way I can just have like a bunch of them left over. Maybe just start making my own ARs just to have them, or just keeping parts because you might need them. I don't know, but it might be nice. And I'd love to make some different calibers. Ouch. Yeah, that's why I don't drink alcohol, Seuss, because I don't have a lot of stomach acid. And if I do, it'll end up burning a hole through my stomach. Wall's getting there. I finally got some of the power cables run along the sides and kind of hidden. Like you can barely see it, but there's like a little white track that the cables are run through on the sides. What up, Paul? Simba? Brookside? J Dog? And before I forget, Desert, I'm in Texas. Half of our boys are in Texas. The rest are in Georgia or Arizona. Then you get the, Yankees here and there. Oh, all right, hold on. Can you hear me now? Yeah, Bucky's is just a gimmick thing because it's a huge gas station with everything that a Walmart might have, but branded. What do you mean? What I call you? Oh, Florida guy. I just had Baja Blast because I had Taco Bell earlier. Bucky's is started as a Texas company, and I know they're expanding a little bit, but I don't know how far they reached quite yet. I think they might be in like Louisiana. I don't know if they've gone up to Oklahoma or New Mexico, but I think they started down in Corpus Christi area, Lake Jackson. Oh, thanks, Bear. Awesome. Matter of fact, let me see. Got you back. Focus. What you pulling, video? Chicago's getting a Bucky's? No way. Bucky's would never put up with that bullshit. Bucky's would rather go bankrupt and sell than go to Chicago. Yeah, Bucky's does all their own barbecue. They got a bakery. They've got merchandise out the wazoo. Um, Huge, you know, convenience store set up with all your snacks and whatnot. And they make a lot of their own snacks and everything. Like, if you hear somebody say, "Have you had some beaver nuggets?" It's a thing. If you see a grown man in a beaver suit, don't stare. Yeah, Taco Bueno went away for a long time. Then they tried to come back, and I guess there's still a few of them somewhere, but I don't know. Not today, mofo. All right, let's see who else. Nope, not you. Guess we're going with you. Actually, they're like kind of like a caramel popcorn, like a puffed corn. Oh shit! That's more than 500 rounds. Damn. Yeah, Bucky's doesn't go to the main cities. Bucky's usually stays about 100 miles or so outside the big cities because they try to position themselves 200 to 400 miles apart because they're so big, and it's about the average distance between fill ups. That way, if you need to fill up again, you can hit another Bucky's. Oh, dude, you have no idea how many people, think of the movie Radio. That's why I had to pin the video so they would know what I was talking about. Awesome, Papaws. I knew they were expanding. I just didn't track how far they were going. I'm surprised they're going up to Chicago. That's just trippy. Now, I will say hell probably will freeze over before HEB goes up that way. but that was full. Ugh. Lots and lots of ammo. Well, crap. Come on. Yeah, the bigger cities, they started spacing them out. Like Madisonville was the one between Houston and Dallas, and that was the one you had to go to if you wanted one. I think there might have been the one down in like Texas City, almost to Galveston. And then they started building more like Katy and Baytown. There was one out there just past Katy, Brookshire, I think, named after our boy Brookshire. And then of course they expanded everywhere. They even got some little smaller ones that are like literally gas station size, regular size. But if you live near one, you get you get kind of burned out on it real quick because you realize going in there and spending $50 a drop just on food and crap without getting gas, yeah, that adds up quick. But it's nice that they're open 24 hours though. We need more 24-hour locations for everything. I miss Walmart at 2 a.m. in the morning when you just want to go buy crap because you got nothing else to do. Yeah, the ones out in the sticks, they die off because they're just there for travelers. What kills me is they don't allow big trucks, which I get why they don't, but if Bucky's ever like started a truck stop, dude, that would be the best truck stop ever if the drivers would respect it. But that's the killer is half the drivers on the road. I'd like to think that they're decent, cleaning people and they respect people's stuff, but there's so many that don't. And then the rest of us got to pay the price. That's why I don't do over the road no more. Took my CDL, I get paid by the hour. And I do a lot of hours. Yeah, COVID killed 24-hour with everybody. The ones that were still hanging on, if I won the lottery and had the money and I just wanted to do something stupid, I'd create a 24-hour store. I just have to figure out what I want to sell at that time of morning, and we ain't got to worry about people coming in being stupid and tearing up the store. And then how to strategically locate it. Yeah, those are good, but if can you imagine a truck stop the size of a Bucky's though? You could half the parking lot because you don't need that many fuel islands. Green Hood, what's up? Yeah. Well, Walmart, they're banking on all that money they're saving because they don't have to be open. They don't have to have staff for the registers and different departments. They can stock everything overnight. They have less theft because they probably had a ton of theft at night, but you're still paying for all the theft because all their food items are marked up a few cents here and there. So every time you buy groceries, you're probably paying $5 to $10 in markup just for you know offset the theft. I think it's funny all the things they have behind lock and key now. Oh man, that sounds good. That's the one thing I hated was that most of the truck stops we would have to on our route or that were open. They always had food items. It's like, I get some jerky, I'll be all right. Nothing was ever fresh, but then again, I tried to run at night most of the time. Dude, I don't even remember a 24-hour auto parts place. I don't know if I've ever had one. Hell, I'm lucky if I find a 24-hour pharmacy anymore. There's like one or two that I might know of, but nah, right, Green Hood? Why is it so shriveled? What'd you inject it with? Which STD does it have so I can get penicillin? It's like we got the chlamydia dog, the gonorrhea, burrito, or we got the clap burger. That's the other one. Yeah. Focus be hopping in. I guess I should like the screen too, huh? There we go. I want to find a way to like. Of course, Candy hears that one phrase. Yes, Candy, we're making fun of all the truck stop foods. What was it? Gonorrhea burger, chlamydia burrito, and the clap burger, gonorrhea hot dog, and the chlamydia burrito or something. All right, Papa, be careful. Now that you mention it, I haven't thought about it in forever. I think AutoZone had a 24-hour one time, but that's the only one I can remember from my area. And I think that was like before we had O'Reilly's in the area. I know Napa and CarQuest, if CarQuest is even still around. I mean, what's the roads that you use a lot, J Dog? If it's all paved roads and you just got a little bit of snow or something, I mean, just an all weather tire might be good enough. But if y'all get like a lot of ice and deep snow, I mean, might be cheaper just to get some, was it the little cables or set of chains or something if it gets that bad for you. And if you're not driving a huge way, I mean, who cares about the fuel economy? Get the all-terrain tire, shit. Jack it up, do what you gotta do. Chief, remember them? Yeah, I can't remember. A lot of the car quests around here, they either changed names or they closed a few of them. J-Dog gonna get that lift kit, slap that, chainsaw on the back window. He gonna be ready for anything. Right, Simba? The ultimate all-terrain. Just put tracks on that bitch. How you can get those for your vehicle now? Ah, yes, sir, Bear. Got the 5.7 Hemi. Don't care about no fuel economy. Though it doesn't get bad gas. I think I average 14 to 15 a gallon. Heck yeah, Josh. And J Dog's gonna turn into the Evil Dead. Gonna have a chainsaw in one hand and a boomstick in the other. Oh, Candy, I barely. If I don't need it like in a hurry, I order most of my parts online anymore. Because half the time, you get some young kid that don't know what they're doing. Which I'm not complaining because I don't know half the shit I should know. But if we're gonna fumble around through it, I might as well save a little bit and get it shipped to my house whenever it gets here. I think one of these days I'm gonna buy me a junker, take it out somewhere, and shoot it to hell. Be like, let's unload 1,000 rounds of everything into this car. Yeah, but if you notice, Candy, a lot of industries right now, all the old dudes are retiring, and the younger crowd, they don't care to learn their craft anymore, so they don't know half the stuff they need to know. Whether it be hardware, auto parts, plants, like a lot of the newer plant operators, there's like maybe 10% of them that care enough to actually, oh, hell no. That's where they're screwing up. They're trying to save money, get rid of the highest paid guy who knows everything and the customers like just to save a dollar or two. And now they got people that, it's killing their business more than it's helping. My brother used to work for O'Reilly's for a while and they loved him. especially on the commercial side, because he's a little crazy. When he used to make deliveries, before he, started taking over the commercial accounts, he'd be hauling butt, pull up to a customer's parking lot, sliding in, and some of the customers, good old boy type, don't like anybody, but they liked him. His little retarded, or his little special self, better not be watching his live. He needs to be out there walking. Hey, Bear, I got one my brother told me about. Uh, one of his friends uh, likes to go in there and tell him he wants the farm use discount, or the the tax free. He wants what he gets tax free for farm use, and watch the kid look up, where the tax code is for farm use. I think he let one kid do it for like 10 minutes before, his manager's like, "There's no code for farm use." Yes, sir, Simba. No clue whatsoever, and they don't care because they're not trying to stay at that job very long. They just want to make a paycheck so they can get to the next thing. Sad thing is, you put a couple years in, you can make decent money if you find the right company or move up in the company because there are higher positions. Become a assistant manager, manager, area manager, a general manager that's over, like, maybe a region or something. It can be done. Everybody just wants, that instant gratification of, I want the good job now, not put in the work for it. Do, 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 do. Thousand subs. Honestly, what kind of budget you working on? CJ Dog, I was thinking something like that, but I was going to go Girl Scouts. But then you got that dude, the septic dude that has his own septic company that does videos, where he made a video that he went around and bought all the Girl Scout cookies he could find in town. So he like bought out the entire city of Girl Scout cookies that he's in. He's in like North Carolina, I think. I gotta go see. I need to go watch his video and see what the heck he did with them. If he ended up giving them away or what. I know a lot of people when they hit a, nah, it's 100. I mean, Utah when he hit, what was it? Was he at 10,000? Yeah, he was 10,000 when he was doing his giveaway. So roughly 300, 400 beans for 10,000. I just don't know. Let me grab something and we'll talk. YouTube, this is not a gun. I am a little disappointed I did not get to use this, but I'm keeping it safe for when I do get to use it. Oh yeah. So you could do a setup like this, where you have smoke, caps, containers, instructions, and then this, they can buy this because that's hazmat. And it comes in a nice, beautiful case that you can get on sale occasionally if you keep track of it. Though I don't know how much it would cost to ship this. So, it's an idea. It's a nice presentation, though. Green Hood, you haven't seen J Dog's lives at night. You send him a super chat, he freaks out and he just starts grabbing the chainsaw in the middle of the night, waking the neighbors. Ugh. Oh, where we at? Yes, sir. Apache 3800. I don't think you need to go to the 4800, but actually, hell, you could probably go smaller because you don't have to give them 3 colors. I don't have a 2800, so I can't compare the size of it. It's the one size I didn't get. I'll get it soon. Yeah, but you got smaller kits too, because I got the biggest one you had, I think. So, yeah, make a little kit, something to have fun with. Ain't got to be all huge or extravagant. And heck, if it's small enough and cost effective enough, you can give out more than one if you wanted to. Feel like I'm messing with Pez's. Southeast. We'll just call it Houston. because Houston has 7 million people, and I am one of them somewhere in the general area. Where you at, mofo? You're almost there. Let's go. You are not going to like that 15th round, are you? There you go. Oh, I ain't scared. Tell him, come on. My nickname is Radio for a reason. I know a lot of Car 91s. And like they say, FAFO. Don't know, Google it. Nah, that SIG has been perfectly fine with me. Hell, I just shot both of them over the weekend. No problems. I even did the little, let me pull the trigger to the wall and, mess with the slide and see if the striker drops, and it doesn't. At some point, somebody may figure out whether it's a first release models or if it's just SIGs that are worn out because people aren't, keeping track of their wear and tear on their fire control units or something, or if it's just bad in general. But on average, if only 1% of them are that bad, I'm good. Where you at? Got one more. Come on, you got this, girl. Get in there. Finish her. Yeah. The M17 is the one I used to carry at 3 o'clock. And the holster I have, it was comfortable. Sadly, it was a T-Rex, but it was before all the drama. And no offense, a good holster is a good holster. Oh yeah, I was up in Huntsville not too long ago, over the weekend. See, and all the issues I keep hearing about people talking about P320, has anybody ever heard of a Custom Works P320 having an issue ever? Because the only ones I hear about are either maybe a military version or like a duty civilian version, which is like your bare bones entry level P320 kind of type thing. If they could make it any cheaper, it would be. Except it's it's cheap enough already that's probably hurting people. Llama, you gonna go live again? What's up, Llama? Don't worry, I only got 1% of your people. The other 90 are waiting on you to go live. Llama and his Texas self. Are you even home? Or are you green screening on the road again? Yeah, and I've never heard of like the X series having an issue either. Like X5, X10. Matter of fact, I don't think I've actually heard anybody say anything about caliber, different caliber issues. Just that it was a P320. So I'd be kind of interested to see if there's any other calibers that might have had an issue. Which I think the only other one I could think of. I know they had a 357 for a while, which I kind of want to get because I would love to turn one of those into a 357. But trying to find, the conversion kit for it. I guess they had issues or something. Because I ain't seeing nothing online anymore. I don't even see them used. And I was hoping they'd pop up with all the P320 incidents and everybody trying to offload their stuff. Like Papa was saying, he saw one hanging out in the pawn shop for 280 cheeseburgers because they're still trying to get rid of them. Nobody wants to buy one because you can't take it in half the places to use it. Yeah, mine are 9mm. I need to get. That's one thing is I've been buying firearms so much. I need to buy holsters. I bought one for the 43X, and I bought a mag carrier for it just because it was like 20 beans each. And it's just a little generic on the waistband because it's winter time. I need to run some more ammo through it just to make sure before I start carrying it. Shoot. I need one for my. The Kinnick has one, but I'd like to get an in the waistband one. My Echelon, I definitely want to get one because I would love to carry that thing. I think, do I have anything else? I think that's it for pistols. J Dog, go look for used because if you find one over 300, then somebody's trying to just you can get it cheaper. And most of your used ones aren't going to be that used. I'd buy them all day long for 300 just because that fire control unit's 350 cheeseburgers and get a free slide out of it. Heck yeah. Now 365s, those are still going to be up there. Yeah, Barry, I got the same thing. That's my EDC. Actually, it's in the safe. Yeah. Yeah. Even if I don't like a gun, I'm not getting rid of it. I'll be a collector of crap if before I get rid of anything. Unless times get that bad, but knock on wood, I've been blessed and I'm trying to keep it that way for a while. I've got the alien gear for my P365X macro, but That one kind of annoyed me because I had to put it together, and I was like, dude, y'all got way too many screws and bolts and stuff. But again, like you said, it's 30 cheeseburgers. It's not too bad. But that might have been because I got like the shapeshifter or whatever. I don't know. It was one of them. I got it from Bass. I love the P320. I know it's got the stigma, but it shoots good. It's like you're not my favorite son, but you're still a good kid. Okay, J Dog. See, that's the thing with Safari Land is I want to get like the whole battle belt set up, and Safari Land's the holster you want for your battle belt. That way you can get level 2, level 3, whatever you need. Did you get rid of it, or did somebody make you get rid of it, John? Or better yet, did you get rid of it to be safe for those in your life? Because you're more worried about it hurting somebody else, not you. The 1800. Compact, slimline, elegant. Comes in black, orange, green, yellow, and FDE or tan. Some stores may have it in gray. Don't know. Don't think I've actually seen it. Glock. 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 Now that we're just chilling, talking to Green Smoke, talking about P320s and everything else. Finished most of my pistol mags. Got a layer of Glock mags. Oh, I'll have that one done. Got my Echelon mags. Got some Sig mags. And I need to go to my local range and just suck it up, Buttercup, and become a member. Because I think they have an annual membership because it's immune. I think it's a public range, so it's like $100. It's got some weight. What else I got over here? Mechanics. I will say, I shot the Canic over the weekend. Iron sight because it's not optic cut. That's pretty good. I'm used to using red dots and everything, and that's like the second time I probably shot iron sights on anything really, and it did really good. We bought one of those little metal steel plate stands. Had a little 8 inch and I think a 6 inch or something out there, pinging occasionally because most of my red dots still need zeroed properly, and we just didn't have time to do the whole setup and everything, so we just ran some ammo through everything. That guy right there, no. I gotta find a butt pad for that one. Oh my god, that hurt so bad to shoot the folding stock on the Maverick 88 because it's just flat plastic. You feel every bit of that force in your shoulder. Yeah, no. Now, the M4 Benelli clone, that one was great. And it was a heck of a lot quicker. What Glock do I like shooting? The only official Glock I have is the 43X. I do have a PSA Dagger compact, so the 19 clone. It's okay. I think I had an ammo issue, so I had a round that did not want to seat all the way, so it was just one round. Other than that, it's all right. I'm still looking for a decent red dot for it. It's RMR cut, which I don't really do a lot of RMRs. Most of my stuff is RMSC. And in case anybody's wondering, it's literally T. But it looks good for the video. Plus, I've had these cups for a year and a half already, probably. And that's the 308 bin shot glass, which D-Boss finally got some. And I think he got the 308, maybe even a 50 cal. Red dots are okay. It's just most of it's red dot or iron sight. It's all muscle memory. Is the mic good or bad? The one I'm using is just a Hohem, Hohem. Uh, see what I'm looking at. Or how? Let me do it this way. Comes with 2 mics and a receiver. The receiver's in the computer. It's Type C plug-in. And then there's a second mic. That way, if your first one goes dead, you can swap them out. Or if you have 2 people, you can run 2 mics. They also made my gimbal, which I don't use for live stream. I was going to at first, but then I realized that I'm just wasting it because I'm using a tripod anyway. But if you're ever on the go mobile, it's supposed to make sure that it doesn't shake and all that when you're filming. Got a little AI tracker up here with a light. You can turn. It kind of keeps your camera facing whichever way. Reset it if you need to. But yeah, that's my little gimbal. And that one does come with little little mini tripod that you can use also as a grip or like tabletop. And you can use the tracker, either the built-in tracker or I think you can use software tracker. But the built-in tracker, you can use hand gestures and it'll track like whatever you like highlight. You can highlight just your hand, your face, whatever. I know everybody uses the, what was it, DJI or something? I just found this one, honestly, I think on TikTok when I was looking at TikTok when they had their little shops going. And after spending about a week on TikTok shop, realized that most of the prices and products that they offer aren't really that great of a deal. They got me over, basically paying the same price I can get it on either Amazon or some other website. Hold on, I'll be right back. Come here, girl. Come on, let's go in. We're gonna have a special guest. Where you going, girl? Come here. Oh, she's a good girl. Come here. There you go. That's a good girl. Monty! Have a great one, Bear. But yeah, I just Googled, different videos and stuff for like streaming equipment. Um, Whether you want like an actual mic setup for like your computer, like a podcast style. A lot of people for like live streams like this, just those little clip-on mics are good, and the battery life on them is decent enough that you ain't got to worry unless you're doing like a long stretch live. Like I don't think this one's ever come close to dying on me, unless I just forgot to charge it. I will say, it does have a slot so that you can put a little TF card, like a little memory card in it as a backup, so that if for any reason whatever camera or system you're using to record your videos doesn't record the sound, it'll back up your sound on a file on the memory card, so you at least get your audio. Because I did like 30 minutes of video one time, no sound. I'm like, so yeah. And for the most part, Green Hood, if you're close to your mic, like my camera is a cell phone and it picks up decent with the mic. It's just I think the volume, the sound quality may be a little bit better because it's an actual dedicated mic and it's closer to you. But if you're at like a workstation doing your lives, if you're not that far from the microphone, you're pretty decent. Yeah. Ugh. That little guy was fun to shoot. Oh my god. I literally was like front grip like this towards the target, shooting it just to see how much recoil it had. And yeah, maintain control of it the entire time. Didn't really pop that much. That thing is amazing. I can't wait to SBR it. This one is Hohem, Hohem. It's a Hong Kong company. There's also DJI, which is the main brand that everybody uses. It does come with like the little furry thing, which I don't have anything wind wise in here, so I don't even bother with it. So you get two of the furries, you get two of the mics, the receiver, charging case, a carrying case for the charging case, and I would definitely look for like their deals. They should have one coming up Black Friday or something. They probably just had one for Prime Days. Yeah, but when you were assembling stuff, Green Hood, we could hear you fine. Because I remember listening to you and your wife while we were, I was working and you were putting your stuff together. You're making all the sound effects in the background. Uh, I overpaid because, yeah. But give me 1 second. I want to say, give or take, maybe a bill. Because they're showing some other ones for like, let me see, 89 beans. And that's from the manufacturer with a coupon on Prime. But literally, it's got like a little charging cable, two of the little uh, wind screens, the two mics, the receiver, the case, the carrying case. Trying to see if anybody else has any better deals, because sometimes you might find it better. It does come in black, or you can get it in white if you want a white one. Uh, it might be because of the way I listen to you, Green Hood. Um, I use my bone conductive uh, headset that's connected to my phone, and uh, with the earplugs in, it amplifies the sound in your ear canal. So I just may have better speakers going directly into my ears versus everybody else. But yeah, what is this one? Let me see how much DJIs are running. 'Cause I know they're a decent brand too. But they may be. No. DJIs are probably a little bit more cost effective, FYI. That's D like David, John, Ida. The mic minis, that one's got two plus a receiver also. And they're about 15 bucks cheaper. But they do, well, I guess it depends on which version you get. They have like a few versions. Because they got one, the mic 3, which that one's like over three bills. So, yeah. What we loving, J Dog. Oh, the shirt. I thought you said love that shit because you're all about that type shit. This is the AK guy, Brandon Herrera, who's actually running for Congress or House of Representatives, one of them. So he lost by 100 votes last election. So that he's hoping of this time push it all the way through. Yeah, Chris. I think if you get like a solo mic, it's a lot cheaper. I just got the bundle where it had two mics, a receiver, a case, and all the extra stuff. But you could probably, yeah, you can probably find cheaper ones. I just got this one because I was getting other stuff from them because I was getting their gimbal, and I just like started adding stuff to bundle it all together. At some point, I'm gonna have to get like a little platform in here so my dog can have a place to lay on camera, so she's not laying under the camera. Shoot, go for it. As long as they got a decent return policy and everything, you don't like it, send it back. That was the one thing I took a chance with these guys is they had a 30-day, any no questions asked return policy and a 1 year warranty. If anything happens, send it back and they'll replace it. And they don't care what if it's your fault or whatever. If there's any issues, they'll replace it. But that was like a TikTok thing, I think. And I think they might have the same policy on Amazon too. But it works. That's all I cared about. Because I've bought some stuff over the years. Well, over the last year and a half, 2 years. Like I got a whole container full of Timu stuff that I'll probably never use. I may give it out just as like prank gifts to people. Be like, haha, you want a mag pull or a magazine puller from Timu. Though if I cut them down, they might actually be decent. They're just way too tall. Heck yeah, do that. For 30 bucks, I'd buy a second pair just to have a backup set. Or keep them in the truck, be like, hey, let's do a live randomly. Same thing with gimbals. They got them in all price ranges. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at a two-piece professional wireless microphone set with the adapters and everything for 27 beans on Amazon. Yes, sir. Carson is the man. Him and his little McDonald's chicken ranch wraps. Boy's gonna turn into a chicken ranch wrap. Yeah, J Dog be tearing up that guitar. Facts, J Dog. My son used to love that Mushroom Angus wrap. Dude, it kills me that one of the main places, like really the only place in between me and when I go to work, is a McDonald's, and they don't have anything except for like either a burger or some kind of chicken that's fried and breaded. Like I would kill for a grilled chicken sandwich again. And I don't feel like having to fight traffic and go all out of route just to grab something before work. I'll eat protein bars and protein shakes at work. You know. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of red meat. I mean, it's okay sometimes. It's just because it takes so much longer to digest. It's better for me to get chicken or I ain't gonna lie. I could eat seafood or fish all year long because being this close to the water, we don't have a shortage of it, and it's fresh. Mm, I have to eat something at least before work, just because you ever have your gallbladder taken out? You need something to slow down the water that you drink throughout the day. Otherwise, it has nothing to stop it, and within 5 minutes, you'll be getting rid of that water. Oh yeah, I get that occasionally. I get the filet o fish or double filet o fish, but that's still not like real seafood. Let me go get some scrimps, some clams, oysters, mussels. Get some of those crab legs, some some mud bugs. If you ain't from the Gulf of America, you don't know what we're talking about. You don't know about the double filet o fish, J Dog? It's literally the same thing. They just put an extra fish patty on it. And don't get me started on the secret menu. Depending on where you are, they got like the McGangbang, which, if I remember correctly, is a McDouble and a McChicken put together. Though some of them may have changed the verbiage on it depending on your area. What'd you start, J Dog? Is everybody getting hungry? It's about time for dinner here. I got Taco Bell in the other room I need to finish. And later I need to take two of them back and be like, I want my food correct. Y'all can't read. I do it in the app so that you don't screw it up. And y'all still manage to screw it up. But I'm one of those people, if I order like from a fast food or something, if there's a chance for them to screw it up, I'll order a backup plan just in case. If I don't need it, I give it to somebody else. But damn, I never thought of that. I wonder if you can do that in the app. What kills me is they used to have an option back in the day for their breakfast sandwiches, like the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. I like the round eggs. I'm not a fan of the folded egg because it texture wise is weird. I don't know. But you used to be able to substitute the egg with the round egg. Now you can't substitute it in the app. You can add it, but I'm not going to pay $2 extra to swap out the egg. Because I would love to get like the double egg, maybe double meat on a biscuit. Because I don't want double biscuit. Smith and Wesson's always doing a giveaway. Every time they come out with a new firearm, they're like, let's do a giveaway. And I would love to find out which one of these giveaways have got me where I'm getting like spam phone calls and emails now. Trying to get that shit, blocked is killing me. All right, I don't care what party you're with. Are there any Democrats in this channel? I just have a question. Because I get spammed from Democrats all the time now. Talking about, send money for this, that, whatever. I'm just wondering, do y'all get spammed by the conservatives? Or is it just us that get spammed? Eh. So basically she wants a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, but substitute the McMuffin instead of the biscuit. I can see that. And those McMuffins got all the nooks and crannies. I figured you were, J Dog. Do the conservatives like spam you? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get like a reloader for this stuff. Because these get hard at 40. Nice green smoke. J Dog all voting for Kamala. That's funny, Green Hood. Be like the little dude that does lives, but he's homeless. Like, dude, you must be charging your phone somewhere, and you got service because I guess you got enough viewers on YouTube that it keeps you going. Which, hey, I'd rather you make money off of YouTube than bugging people at the corner. And if so many people didn't like beg at certain places, when you know they don't need to be begging, they're just out there trying to make that easy money. Be nice to give back to the people that actually need the help. That's all right. I'm sure J Dog voted for Diddy. Probably got the baby oil to commemorate it. Nobody else is going live right now. How long I've been going? Shoot, I don't even know how long I've been going. No way. Have I been going an hour and a half? Was that Diddy Eyes, J Dog? See, my work schedule, I will say one thing. Most of my spam calls go straight to voicemail because I have my phone on Do Not Disturb during the day. So unless you're like, a family member, you ain't getting me when I'm sleeping. But there are a couple spam callers that want to call like between 6 and 8 o'clock at night. I need to go re up on that do not call list. Chris, you need somebody to call you? See, I think that would be awesome if we could do like a group Discord. Everybody jump in there, pass the mic around. I guess it would be like the old school party line, which is like way before my time. I'm sure J Dog remembers it. He gonna beat the hell out of me. Watch. Later he'll bust out the harmonica. Same thing. So if you get green thumb from doing plants and whatnot, I guess that's lead thumb or powder thumb from loading ammo. I guarantee I done loaded at least 300 rounds. You know what? I bet you I don't have everybody subbed on this one. Who's live? Switching accounts. Yeah, pick up some more live or subscribers. Get it, boys. Oh hell, I am the only live one, other than Newski. And I'm back. Where are we running up? Oh, I'm at 107. Yeah. I think I broke 100 2 nights ago. I think. I need to see if Copper Top Tactical wants to do a live tonight because he's been trying to get us to do like duos. My live is actually I got a laptop with OBS. My camera is hooked up to Wi-Fi through a web page that is linked to OBS. So I'm using a old cell phone with 4K camera on it, and it's linked over to my laptop. But the video is coming from a cell phone. Like, see if I can do this. Is there a camera on this thing? Yeah. There we go. So yeah, just a cell phone connected to OBS. J Dog, who are you collabing with that it turns out bad? Is it the setup or is it the people? Oh, thank you, White Rambo. I got a few things here and there. Matter of fact, wait, is this in full? Yeah, I guess it is full. There we go. Okay. I can understand that then, J Dog. Sad thing is, Copper Top never has guns on his side. He's always in the kitchen cooking. As for me, after seeing his last one, he was with a 2A hen house. I don't actually think they had guns in the live. They were just chilling, talking about stuff, talking about different firearms and whatnot. And Green Hood, if anything, your numbers at least would go up. But right now, it's been bad. Like Pistol Pete worldwide, he's been getting like 1 or 2 subscribers for like 3 or 4 hours of live streams. Like he's shadow banned bad. Yeah, and in reality, J Dog with Copper Top Tactical, the primary focus is creators getting together and supporting each other versus getting new subscribers. He's he started that whole hashtag Copper Top where he was putting out shorts, and he does it I think every week. He'll put out a short with like 6 new small creators. Get everybody to try to like, subscribe, boost everybody's numbers. That's where I got the list for this account. I might have it on the other account too, or it's I think it's on this account. I've got 3 little shorts, and there's like 209 small creators listed. I need to go through all my screenshots and add to that list because I've been screenshotting every new one I find. Yeah. And to be honest, if I really just want to like handle a gun on live, I'll be like, let's go to Rumble, people. I got an account over there. I don't have a. I don't think I have a Twitch account. But yeah, go over there, handle it all day long. Shit, I may go over there just to clean some of these because I need to wipe them down a little bit. Probably put about 50 to 100 rounds through all my stuff over the weekend. Mainly just function testing, make sure no issues. Test out my mags. Yeah, they're getting to that point, Papa or J Dog. Before long, we're gonna be like the museum in Demolition Man. Look at this, turn of the century firearms display that people used to have in their homes, and people used to talk on these video, recording devices and stream before we had implants. Heck yeah. Now that you're talking about it, I bought some butterfly knife trainers just to like screw around with on live, but I don't remember where I put them. See, I did that non-royalty stuff, and that's still, copyright, whatever. I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna start doing like Pistol Pete does. M4. Set up like Alexa to start playing music. Be like super chat if I ever get super chats. But I'm not tripping. I think that's it, or it's close enough. $10-round magazines. California compliant. 30 rounds for 3 mags. Don't be looking at the lying numbers on the back of the magazine. If the British are coming, I'm taking that guy, probably that guy, and definitely that guy. Trying to think. I think I got 14 AR mags because I just sent one of the guys 2 of my Alpine Lancer mags for his build. So they're kind of like these green ones, but they're all white. Because apparently they stopped making them, I guess. I don't get that because they were awesome mags. Oh. Okay. You're there. I need to get some of those MP5 chest rig mag holders because they're supposed to work with these crisp mags. All right, I'm done with 9mm. I got one magazine. I'll load this real quick. I need to put in my metal mag release on my 43X. That way I can carry the metal mags in it. Shoot, Green Hood. The way everybody's talking, we need to start throwing Glocks in the water and, you know, tell the Germans when we need business. But you know, there'd be some people out there with scuba gear being like, "Come on, throw your Glock. Go ahead. I'll get it." Confidence. You must have just got off work. Hopefully you had a good day. It's all the same crap. But yeah, I guess they are Austrian. I mean, according to who you ask, Texas is supposed to be Mexico anyway. Yes, guys, if you haven't, everybody in the channel's got pretty much has a channel. You got Confidence Reloaded with her little Girls Can Rock Anything channel. Because her and her little friend at the range are tearing it up. Green Hood's got his smoke. M4's got a little something. J Dog's got a little everything. I think I will. I'm still gonna get two of them. I want to get a Turbo and a Viper, but I'm probably gonna get them in a unfinished in the metal look, so I can get them Cerakoted. What are you doing? What are you doing? You just baby dog. Get the baby girl. There you go. There you go. Oh, she go girl. Yeah, she go girl. Oh, she go girl. You gonna carry magazines for me? We're gonna load you down with a little kit. You ain't that old. You alright? You wanna drink? Yeah. Those two are on low. That's like the lowest setting they have. That one just has on. So here's an example. There you go, girl. Go get a drink. Yeah. Now it's on high and you can barely tell anything on it. I need to see if there's something that I can do to kind of offset that. Oh, the water gun? Ugh. Oh, hell. No, a friend gave that to me. It was a water gun. They put it on my wall. They're like, here, we'll put this up here. I'm like, okay, whatever. Ugh. Oh, I did like this. I found this at a local place. That's got a hell of a good ring. I wonder if that comes through. Hang on my phone. Yeah. I gotta adjust this now that I'm standing. Oh yeah, it came through good. Hmm. And I found something I thought would be nice for a little giveaway. I'm not touching a gun, YouTube. So we've got this little faux gun case. Comes in black, green, and tan. And it's not a whistle. It's a bottle opener. But it's a 50 cal. Then the latches for it are a pain in the butt sometimes, but you can carry it around. No, I wish it was a pin. It's a pin box because apparently that's what they originally were used for. And the little local ammo shop that I use, the dude hand makes the 50 cal into a bottle opener and used the pin box to put it in. Oh, same dude that does that did this, which is a 40 millimeter with a 9mm bell. So I'm assuming he flared out the, maybe he flared out the 40mm and then added the bell. I just love that it rings really good. Now I just got to figure out how to set up so I can monitor like my subs and everything. Because all this time I've never kept track of that while I'm on live. Oh, for sure, confidence. I'll definitely try to look at that because, especially if you can find it locally versus having to wait. If I'm not in a hurry. If I order it now, I can have it for the end of the year. Let me turn this down. When you go on live, confidence, I know you got to have at least 50 people already. Probably got way more than me. Yeah, you got way more than me. Where's your? You ain't even doing lives, girl. Come on. I know you ain't scared. You're an instructor. It's the same thing. And you don't have to have like a huge, bad butt setup or anything. Yeah, you're at triple three. Get your little cell phone, little computer. Heck yeah, because you got all that good instructor experience and knowledge that all us fake people could use. Because I'm still learning. I'm not like a crack shot or anything. I will say that that will make anybody look decent, but oh, there you go. Come on, chat. Tell confidence we need to see her live. See, anybody that says they're not a student still has something to learn because there's always something out there to learn. Is YouTube gonna shut me down? I guess at some point I probably need to get this thing sharpened. Need to clean it. Oh, see, confidence is the live we all need. Yeah, but M4, do you recognize it? I need to plug this thing in. It's a clone of the Walking Dead chick. And there's the walking stick, the non-lethal, semi-lethal, depending on how it's used. But YouTube won't, take you out for that. I think confidence, as long as you're not in, like, if you're showing the target only, you don't show yourself or the gun, I don't think YouTube knows. But that's very iffy. But I would hope you might be able to get away with it. The semi-automatic stick. I love it. Anyway, I wonder. Let's see. So we'll take this stick. We'll mount a holographic sight to it. And then we'll take this hunk of plastic and we'll hook a grip to it. That'd be like the ultimate walking stick. And YouTube, this is plastic. There is nothing there. It has no metal, no nothing. It is a decor item. Nah, you ain't got to do all that confidence. Just get on there and talk. People just want to talk to you anyway. Because they know that we can't touch anything. We can, if they do have questions, we can kind of be, yes, I've had experience with this one or that one, and this one is okay. The ammo is very picky, or something like that. But YouTube limits the majority of what you could do, so you can only do so much anyway. Yeah, YouTube hates my CapCut music. It keeps like it'll peg me for it'll be the same exact thing I put on you from YouTube, but I used CapCut to load it, and it'll hit me with a copyright. But if I don't use the music on CapCut, I pull the video over to YouTube, add the YouTube sound, then it's fine. Same exact song, same everything, but I have to use YouTube to load the music. And that's just the most dumbest thing I've ever, yeah. Felony, not a felony. Felony, not a felony. I love it. I can't wait till I get ATF in my channel. I'm not popular enough yet. Be like, ATF on a pistol, double felony. Oh yeah, it's got to be 60 seconds or less for a short with music. Um, I don't know if you can do it or not, but if you were to use like maybe two or three different little chops of different songs, but that's why I keep most of my shorts to around a minute. Longer than that, then it just depends, I guess. I might narrate or do something. CTV. Let me pull the plug on my camera. Come on, camera. Where's your plug at? Chinga daddy. How y'all doing? It's down there. Yeah, I figured it was on there. There we go. Sorry, my tablet was about to die, and I'm using it for chat. Focus. You going live, focus? Come on. Your stuff has color at least. And Pew Pew wants you to tell him how you did your squirt bottle dish soap method. What's up, JS Tactical? Do, do, do. So I'm pretty sure everybody knows Maverick 88, Winchester. Wait, no, Remington 783 in 243. Just put a Viper Vortex Strike Fire 2. I don't know. It's got a 3x9 LPVO. M17, M18, PSA 300 blackout upper, CMMG lower stripped with like a Wilson combat grip and some red parts to piss everybody off because everybody loves red. CMMG 556 3x magnifier, red dot, Mac 1014, M4 Benelli clone. That little guy over there, but nobody knows what that is. Springfield Echelon, 4.0 compact, Canic TPS TF TP9SF. There we go. 43X FDE. Water squirter. Not touching a gun. Not touching a gun. Almost got a full string of them. Getting there. How many y'all got? Let's compare sizes. Dude, that Vector, oh my god. When they say it has no recoil, holy crap. Dude, I said it earlier, but I held it literally like this away from my body, sideways, pointing at the target, and I'm pulling the trigger, and it's just like nothing. I'm like, there's no like, oh, I might lose grip or anything. And I'm hitting a metal steel target at like 100 feet. Not even really looking down this, iron sights. Yes, sir, Eli. We got our zombie green special zombie loads in 223. Damn, these are all nice and shiny too. That's probably good ammo. That's a good ammo. I don't even think that's Reman. Oh yeah, confidence. Focus is a gun tuber. CTV is a gun tuber. If you're not on the Discord's confidence, there's a bunch of Discords you can jump onto that everybody kind of passes photographs, memes, just BS with each other, and you can kind of keep track of everybody that way too. Yeah, you are. That's right. Yeah, I'll probably half of the ones that I sub to are on that one. Vontae has a Discord also with some other guys, but I think a lot of them they bounce between those two a lot. Thank you, CTV. And if you haven't, I'm sure everybody has. Check out D-Boss Firearms. They've got the best shorts for a gun store. Them and Gun Guys is I think another good one too. But yeah, D-Boss they just started doing their merch. Guess let me put it in view. Oh, CTV, that's the Mac Military Arms Corp 1014, which is a M4 Benelli clone. All right, YouTube, we're going mobile. Hold on. And if you get it in the synthetic black, it's a little bit more budget friendly. Not like horribly more budget friendly because it's a budget friendly pew pew in general. but she's a 4 hamburgers, give or take, maybe 3.5 if you get all black. But something about the wood just looked really good to me this time. And I was like, I'll get a wood grain something for once. I'm probably gonna have to go back and get the other one anyway, but because I don't want to have to like switch out foregrips and stocks. So, and the way it shoots, I'll have two of them. I'll be all right. Okay, cool. CTV. Yeah, you get the what do they call that? Marine, I think. Yes, those are the trigger locks that everybody's required to have when you buy a pew pew at the store. And if I wish they made them in green because then I'd have like Christmas colors. And I'm not touching, but that little like slope right there is where the bolt actually goes that direction, and that's why it has no recoil. And that guy, I didn't get to shoot him because I didn't have anything far enough to shoot target wise because we were out in the field. And as you can see, there is no padding on that. And when you use like 1450 feet per second loads, oh my god, it hurts so bad. Like that one will be shot as a pistol grip 99% of the time until I can find something to slap onto that. Quarter gun. My uh, King of Camo knife. Got that little. I gotta switch out the mag release. I'm thinking I'm gonna do black. I bought a bronze one thinking I was going to use it, but with the black accents on the optic, the extended mag release, and the magwell, I'm thinking I just keep it black. So I have both of them. Finally found a use for that TLR2. Got the laser, bore sighted it in, so the laser's on point now. Then that's a 300 blackout. I can't wait to finish that one because I got all this ammo that I'm worried that this is the only thing that'll actually chew through it. But I don't know. J Dog been slacking. We need some Shrek. Oh, you got the long actual padlock ones. I actually found one extra padlock. I forgot I had the one for the Chris, so I can add an extra one in there. That's right. J Dog's got that weird schedule now. J Dog, you know you can go live on your phone. Work won't care. They love you. You're J Dog. That's that's weird. I thought everybody had those little trigger locks. Heck, I got one pew pew that had two of them in the box, and it's funny. The strip lowers for the AR-15s that I bought, they had them in the box because they were required to have it because it was a firearm. Like it has no trigger. There's no way to actually secure it. That's how stupid these people are. CTV. I'd be afraid that you hit a good bump somewhere, and next thing you know, your muffler's like dragging the ground. Because those are like some sketchy locks. I'm sorry. I feel like one good tug on it, you might be able to like pop it loose, but maybe they're better than that. I like the ones that they actually take the time and put their logo on the locks, but they're all made in China. You got Springfield, Mossberg. There's a Chris one. Uh, yeah, nobody else really put their logo on it. Oh yeah. Oh, matter of fact, I think it's cool. Here's the flag for the Chris because that bolt does that weird. I'm a going at an angle. Oh, you'd know if you had one because when you get it, they have a special key, which I'm collecting those too. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with those. But these are the little keys for those locks, which basically you just put the little prongs in the hole and unscrew it so you can take it off. That's funny, CTV. I'm gonna get like watch me get like cut because I'm showing kids how to unscrew a lock. Yeah, I'll stop that right now. Kids gonna be like, I can do that. All right, guys, we're about to hit 2.5 hours. Somebody's got to be going live. I done loaded like all my 9 mils. I was gonna load my 300 mags, which for me, I went with the 20 round mags. A, so I don't ever get them mixed up, and B, because it just about the right size for little compact setup. Plus, I got the rubber bands because I don't want anybody else grabbing something wrong. I almost thought about like seeing if anybody has those little trigger locks and be like, send them to me. Like hell yeah, I'm gonna collect as many as I can. But one of them actually was like unique. Like they put the prongs different on it. Yeah, it's got to be a regional thing then. I'm in Texas, unless it no, because it was pretty much every firearm I have. Because yeah, because I got that one at a local place. Uh, big store, big store, big store, big store, big store, big store, online, big store, online. Yeah, like 80% of my firearms probably came from Bass Pro because I'll use the heck out of their price matching. They don't like me when I buy guns. How they don't like me when I buy ammo because I knocked off like 10 hamburgers off a box of ammo because I had them price match it. Like I ain't paying what y'all want. Y'all got me messed up. Yeah. If you were to like search somehow, somewhere, some way, something that says gun might have a period after that, and then deals, nothing else, just that, you might find like a decent little way to compare the going rates on electricity. Just saying. That way you kind of know what range you should be looking for if you ever to get something new, unique, powerful, fun, etc. And they have an app, but you have to install it as a non. It's like it's not on the Apple Store and it's not on the Google Play Store. You have to install it as a separate AF aftermarket app, something like that. But oh, I love it because they've got everything: pew pews, optics, you name it. You can price check everything. But come on, guys, confidence, get after it, girl. Get that live going. Get your setup, organize everything, do a dry run because my first live, no sound, trying to figure out how to get the sound going. Just definitely do a dry run. You know, make sure your video's going, your sound's going. Um, I know a lot of people say they use OBS. I haven't used YouTube Studios yet. I might try that just to see how it looks, so I know what to expect from it. But yeah, all right, guys. I'm going to the restroom. I'm not taking you with me, and I'm gonna kill the live. Thank you so much for everybody jumping in. CTV, Confidence, J Dog, Papa's Pew Pew, Green Hood Smoke, Focus, M4, Desert Armory, Tactical Llama, Mrs. Llama, because you know she's always with him. What's what? Shoot me a message, confidence, if you have a question. I'm on Instagram. Don't call me radio. Should be easy to find. I try to use the same logo on everything. That way, people can track me down. But all right, peace out, girl.